Hi, I'm walking day 194, 195. The back chat, taking things personal. I'm looking at the back chat dimensions, and this is the self-forgiveness and self-commitments. And the first, day 194, was the walking the blog out. Just walking the point out in writing. So within this, looking at how I used my back chat thoughts to generate energy within me as anger. I'm still looking at this conflict situation that I've been talking about in the last few vlogs of when I went into work and I was late and the coworker confronted me on being late, and then this point of taking it personally, personality activated, and I walk through fear, and now I'm walking through the back chat dimension. And this point of allowing this thought of she's a bitch, I'm not that late, it's her fault. Oh, it's not my fault was the thoughts. And within accepting these thoughts and following them within my head, and then having that accumulate to, she's just trying to, be hard on me, and can she just chill, and, I'm not even that late. Just making all these justifications, making it really about her, and distracting the point of me being late and me taking responsibility for my actions and facing her, into a point of, within these back chat thoughts that I allow to direct me, make it about her, make it a point of competition. She's trying to attack me, and she's just trying to make it hard for me, and she's the problem. And so I realized that what activated this was these thoughts, and then it accumulated into anger because I didn't like being in conflict with people. I didn't like this confrontation type. I had this fear of being in conflict, so I blamed that on her and made it about her and allowed anger to direct me into, being rude to her in the physical, taking it out as my behavior towards her as being rude. So these back chat thoughts fueled this point of, making it about her and making it a personal attack on me, which was not the case in reality. I mean, it was just a point of, this is what I realized in the forgiveness and commitment statements, is it was just a point of her having to bring to my attention that I'm late because I wasn't considering her within that point. I was late like 3 weeks in a row, and she had to be somewhere, so it was causing a conflict in her life. And she had to kind of bring it into my face to say, you're not doing what you're supposed to, you're not taking responsibility for yourself, so here it is, here's a point and an opportunity for you to change yourself and correct this point. So I realize it's actually an opportunity and a point of gratefulness if I would just humble myself into realizing that, she gave me the opportunity to realize that I'm not treating her equal, I'm not considering her, and I'm just being in my own self-interest, which could cause, is causing abuse probably within her, probably being in conflict within herself of having to confront me, and, maybe not, but allowing self-interest and just considering myself has outflows is what I'm talking about, and affects other people. And it's not necessary if I just considered the other people and corrected myself and was on time for work, and she would be on time for her next job she had. So it's about taking responsibility for myself and in the forgiveness, stopping the back chat from directing me, seeing it, realizing, it's here, and not allowing myself to go into the back chat thoughts, think about it, and then go into blame towards another person. For instance, in this case, as these back chat thoughts are done within the mind, which is something that is not benefiting us. It's not a point of support for us as it is now, because we've separated ourselves and kind of allowed the mind to have control over us. And so that's what it's doing. It's really a reflection of our own selves, the mind. And if you want to learn more about the mind, I suggest looking at the Desteni.org site and equaf.com, which there's a series on there about the mind. It's kind of an untold, unresearched, newly researched within the Desteni of what the mind really is. So it's definitely worth checking out and understanding, because the mind is not what we think it is. It's not what we've been told, and it's really fascinating in understanding it, because then it gives you the power to change yourself to be here and be able to direct yourself in ways that support life and stop, being an abuse to life based on living in your mind, which is not real. It's illusions. It's not, here as fact, as a physical, but within my mind I created all sorts of thoughts like, she's a bitch, she's wrong, it's her fault because the time is wrong. When within myself that was a lie, because I knew the time, I knew I was late, and I used that thought of the time is wrong to fuel that point of she's the issue. So I didn't have to actually face myself, and I didn't have to, face that point of conflict with her, because I feared it. I feared the conflict. So it's very easy in the mind to allow abuse and allow self-interest and allow made-up thoughts, made-up things, assumptions, which is not actually fact, and which causes outflows that are not factual, are unstable, and cause outflows that aren't stable, are not supportive, are not factual, and thus causes abuse as its outflow in many cases. So I suggest investigating Desteni, investigating the mind, how it functions, how we function within it, who we are as a mind, and start your process of writing self-forgiveness. Check out the links below this video. There's many links to understand what these points are that I'm talking about in these videos, to get some more self-understanding and realize what I'm talking about, pretty much, if you don't understand. Alright, thanks for listening. Enjoy.